what D, Sabaidi? How are all of thee? Real good. Swati Danchai. Real good. Spreading my crap. I can't roll my R's very well. I do apologise. Shouldn't really be so informal in my audience. I should crap it rather than cap. You know, that's the shortened version, the informal. Anyway, I'm recording this policeman here. I got told off the other day for recording myself, filming myself like I am now. You know, camera facing me, can't even see behind because we've got this camera case that actually covers the back camera when the case is open like this, so you can't see the other forward-facing camera. You can only see the forward-facing is a screen, isn't it? Yeah. So you can't see the back-facing camera. Yeah. The case, obviously, it's got a cover on it. So you open the cover, it covers the camera on the back. Anyway, point being, I got told off for filming the police, and I think they're doing like a. There we go. I think they were doing like a photo thing. Yeah. Thong Klong Police, Thong Klong. I don't know where Thong Klong is. Must have gone in 7. See, I was at exactly the same sort of spot as well, like out here, just talking to the camera, and then I just happened to walk in front of the 7-Eleven, but I didn't realise that there was policemen there. Well, as I was walking, I went like that, and I saw one on the screen. But I thought he drove off on the motorbike. I didn't realise he stopped. Yeah, must have thought I was recording him. I don't know, weird. And I mean, to be fair, he kind of overstepped the line massively in a sense, because I googled it afterwards, and basically you are allowed to film the police. Well, you're certainly allowed to film in public. That's you know, that's not an issue. Filming in public is not an issue. What you do with the content is kind of important, because defamation laws and things like that. So, you know, I mean, if you just put the video up and didn't say anything, didn't put any description, didn't put anything at all, and then just let people make their own minds up as what they're seeing and what they've just watched, I don't think they could get you on defamation, because obviously you didn't put anything, suggest anything, you know. So yeah, if you just kind of put like a random, nonsensical, not, you know, fairly, you know, vague description, you can probably get away with that still as well. But anyhow, he told me, well, he told me several things. Firstly, I mean, he didn't give me a chance to respond, but the first thing I think he said was go over the other side of the road, which I would have done if he'd given me more than literally 3 seconds to even process what he just said, because he said, he started off by saying go over the other side of the road, and then as soon as he says that, he asked me how old I am, which kind of really threw me then. It's like, you were then talking in Thai, telling me to go on the other side of the road, which I was then about to do. Then you asked me my age, and then you asked me for my passport, all within like rapid succession of each question. So I didn't even have a chance to do anything about responding to the first request, which was to go on the other side of the road. And then he just started getting antsy, like, where's your passport and all this, and no smoking, like, you are allowed to smoke outside, it's not against the law. And I googled that as well. Basically, smoking, it's in crowded places. So, you know, it's the same as like it is now. You know, there's people walking up and down, going to the 7-Eleven and the hotels and all the other stuff up the end of the road there. But it's not crowded like people are stopping. So the only reason that there was a crowd forming is because he was making a big deal out of stopping the foreigner from filming himself. Taking my phone off me and pressing stop, record. Technically, he probably overstepped the mark. I mean, obviously, he's not going to get into any trouble or anything like that. You know, he didn't really do anything wrong. I mean, he should have known when I went like that and showed him on the screen that I was filming myself and not like the other camera, which is probably what he thought originally. So like when I got him in the camera and went like that and showed him, it was like me and him on the, like, you know, like this, I thought that would be enough for him to understand that I wasn't filming him, I was filming myself. A bit weird, isn't it? I mean, in England, the cop would probably get a slap on the wrist for that. Well, you know, wouldn't get like, would lose his job or anything. It's not, you know, it's not a major incident, is it? It's just misunderstanding or whatever. And then the other thing is police working. Well, you got your uniform on. I don't know when you're working and when you're not working. And when I googled it, you're allowed to film the police working anyway. You just got to be careful you don't obstruct them in their duties. So I could literally say the police with those cones, I could film the police like this, you know, but if they started, I don't know, arresting people or something, then they may, you know, have to tell me to turn my camera off or something, I don't know. But just filming policemen, like on post as it were, you know, on duty, it's not illegal. Only obstructing the police. The same as, basically, I think the laws in Thailand are pretty much the same as in England and probably America and all that. They're not dissimilar at all whatsoever. It's just how the police engage with you is obviously going to be, as a foreigner anyway, it's going to be more frank and to the point, and what may appear as to be like quite sharp questioning and quite authoritative and quite intimidating, but that's obviously how you perceive it. Obviously to them they might just be happy-go-lucky and everything's fine, but obviously you as the person on the recipient of their questioning, shall we say, might feel that it's a little bit abrupt, a little bit aggressive, a little bit threatening and all that, which to be fair, I mean, I could have took it that way, because it's like, where's your passport? I'm like, mate, this ain't an airport, I don't need to walk around with my passport. I've got a photo of it on my phone, if you want to see that, fine, but I ain't walking around with my passport in my pocket so I can lose it or someone steal it. No way. You know, I've been there, done that. I mean, I thought I did the same again recently. I mean, that's why I'm in Bangkok, for fuck's sake. I'm here to sort out a new passport. I reported my passport lost and then fucking found it again, didn't I? So also, because I reported it lost, it was cancelled. You can't use it, can you? You get red flagged. So obviously, because I've cancelled it, I've obviously got to now wait for my new one, which is a real bullseye, because technically I'm an overstay right now. Which obviously I've got the police, well, I haven't got it with me, but I've got my police report, you know, back in my, where I reported my passport stolen, lost, wasn't stolen. Well, that thought did cross my mind, but then obviously when I found it, I clearly realised that I thought I'd lost it. You know, thought maybe someone stole it, but then obviously when I found it, it was neither. So this is the problem. You know, you take your passport out of. I always keep my passport in the same place. You know, religiously, just like as soon as I've finished using it, it goes back in the same place. And it's been in that same place since I arrived. But what I forgot is, I went and did an extension, and rather than going home and putting it back where I normally put it, because that, like, around that time, like, those, well, for weeks actually, but it got to me in the end. Really, 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 really hot. So I went and, after I'd done my extension at the immigration, I decided to go to a hotel for a few days to use the swimming pool and just like chill out and like get out of the heat for once, because it was like just day after day after day, it was like getting to me. So yeah, I went and booked into a hotel, and I obviously packed like an overnight bag, which obviously I just use for when I, for when I travel. And then realised, you know, when it comes to time for leaving, look for my passport, and obviously I look in its usual place and it's not there. And then I check, I pull my room apart, and it wasn't until obviously after I then cancelled it and obviously arranged an appointment to come and arrange for a new one here in Bangkok. You can't do that where I live, so I've had to come to Bangkok to sort out a new passport. Yeah, then packing the same bag, like my overnight bag, because it's got like an not concealed, but it's got an inside pocket. I did check the back, but I forgot that it's got this like inside pocket, which is just about big enough for the passport. So obviously what I did is when I checked into the hotel, I put it in this little inside pocket in my bag, my overnight bag. So when I come to pack it again to come to Bangkok, like, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, Michael? The one thing that you thought you'd lost, potentially been stolen, is neither of those. It was kind of in a safe place, but not in its usual safe place. Well, safe place it wasn't actually. It was safe as in like it wouldn't fall out, but if my bag had got wet, it would have got damaged. So it wasn't technically like safe, which is like probably why I didn't bother looking in there, because like I wouldn't have ordinarily put it in there in case it got damaged, because it's like a canvas bag, it's not like a waterproof bag. So yeah, if it, you know, started raining, that pocket that it was in would have got saturated and it would have, you know, damaged the passport. So anyway, so new passport, hopefully. I got an email yesterday, was it Friday? Yeah, it's Sunday today, so Friday got a message from them, so they've received all the documents now. I've just got to obviously wait for confirmation. They're giving me a new passport number, because obviously I tried to order it online. I did order it online. I ordered my new passport online, paid for it, got my ID confirmed weeks ago. Got confirmation email, yes, the person's confirmed who you are, your passport is in progress, blah blah blah. And then about 10 days later or so, I get an email from the passport people saying they've had to cancel it because there's 2 addresses on the system. I'm like, really? I used my my home address in the UK, and I've asked them repeatedly. I've put in a complaint as well to the passport office in the UK. Give me this address that you have, because you know, I haven't used any other address. So how it is, I think when I cancelled it, maybe obviously the cancellation, because it's 2 separate things, but obviously they must be linked. So when I cancelled it and said that it was lost in Thailand, they obviously then think, well, oh, it's lost in Thailand, it's in Thailand, but it's put a UK address, so it's confused the system or something or other. I don't know. But to say an address, what, Thailand isn't an address, it's a country. So anyway, they decided to cancel it. They'd already taken the payment. They'd even had my ID confirmed as being me. So yeah, now I've had emails backwards and forwards to say, well, I've made payment, and you've taken payment. So, you know, the first email, oh sorry, you won't get a refund, and then I got another email saying it will get a refund. Both at literally within minutes of each other, so it's like didn't actually know which one came first, to be fair. I think the you won't get a refund came first, and then the second one said I will get a refund. I just obviously emailed back saying, look, you know, this is the original cancellation of the original passport. Here's the reference for the one that I did online, and now I've actually come down to Bangkok and had to do it in person, because you can't do it online. You have to do it. They've only got 2 places in Thailand, here in Bangkok or Chiang Mai. Obviously Bangkok's closer. maybe we would have preferred to go to Chiang Mai because I haven't really spent that much time there, and I don't particularly like Bangkok, to be fair. Cities aren't my thing. So anyway, but that was Monday and it's now Sunday. So I also don't like I don't dislike cities all that much because I've stayed. But truth be told, that was in case, and I did obviously, like I just mentioned, got an email on Friday, which obviously I wouldn't have been able to do anything Saturday or today. But obviously in case they, and as it goes, the email that I got on Friday was basically, I'm hoping it was just an automated email and nobody's actually, you know, written that and sent it to me, which I think is what it is, because now the new email, despite the previous email saying you won't get a refund, you will get a refund, give us the new reference and then we'll do blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Obviously when I wrote to them on Friday after I got the new reference number, because one of the emails said we'll issue a refund once we've got the reference number of the new, you know, the one that I've done down here. Once they've got the new reference number, they can then issue the refund. And then when I emailed them back on Friday, I think it's no, sorry, that was on Monday I emailed them, because that's when my appointment was, and I did it all straight away. So I emailed them on Monday once I got the new reference number, and then Friday I then got the email to say that like £46 to pay still. So basically it said like first like the first payment, which was the online payment, that got on the system, and then obviously what the email showed that I will deduct the payment from the first passport, because obviously this new passport is not the same price, it's more, because it's got to be sent to me. It's like 40 odd, 50 odd pounds just to get it sent to you because you're abroad, which I was just trying to avoid. But anyway, you don't seem to be able to avoid it. And then the other thing, and this is so frustrating, they're like, oh, we need your address where you are in Thailand, we need it, oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, actually no, you don't, because as it goes, the passport, when it gets delivered back down here in Bangkok. So having my where, you know, like a hotel or wherever I'm staying in Thailand, it's kind of irrelevant, because I have to come and collect the goddamn thing. So you're paying for overseas delivery, yeah, more than you would if you did it yourself, and you still then have to come and collect it. Yeah. So what is the point of giving them an address where you're staying in Bangkok, where you're staying in Thailand? It's totally irrelevant. It's not important to anything, you know. It makes no difference whatsoever. If obviously that's where your passport was going to be delivered to, then obviously it's crucial that they get it right. But as it's actually come into their passport office service here in Bangkok, and you have to then come and collect it, sorry, that bonkers, absolute bonkers. And if you haven't got some sort of like proof of where you're staying, luckily I've got some my motorbike documents with my address on, my insurance, that was it, my motorbike insurance, which obviously has got my address where I stay. So luckily I'd got that, which was fine, just had to have it translated. But why? That's if you're going to send the passport there, fine, but you're not. So it's like, that is like nuts. And obviously that will cause some people some issues, because they might be renting a condo or something, and might, you know, like just a handshake kind of agreement, which was what they were kind of surprised about with me. And they said, well, you've been living in the same place for so long, how come you got nothing official? Well, because the rooms, you know, that I rent is the same as what like the local people rent, like students and such like. They're just short-term rentals, like for a couple of months here and there. So I don't think they do like long-term agreements, you know, because people just stay for a month or two and then you know, like a term, and then, you know, they may return or may not, you know. People don't keep on renting. They won't rent a room even if they're going to go to, say, start college or university. They'll only pay for the room whilst they're, so basically when the summer holidays come and they're not at college or university, they'll give the key back. They'll, you know, go back home. They won't keep on paying rent on a room that they're not using, whereas I do. You know, if I go to Laos for a month or two, I'll just keep my place here, even though I'm not using it, because it's cheap, you know. And obviously it's like storage in that sense as well. Like, you know, I bought so much stuff to put it in. Well, they don't have storage companies out here, from what I can tell. They might have them in Bangkok, but they certainly don't have them where I am. So it's like, well, just keep paying your rent, and, you know, you just use it as storage, and then like a bolt hole, we call it, you know, a base to come back to. You know, it's probably not the sort of like the base that most foreigners choose when they come out here. It's probably normally somewhere like this, Bangkok or Pattaya or Phuket, not normally somewhere like Isan. But the thing is, you know, like on the cheap side, you're probably looking at 5,000-6,000 minimum, and that's before your bills in any of those places. More likely around 10,000, and then your bills on top of that. So anything between 10 and 15,000 is the minimum you're looking to do, like a month's rent in Bangkok, which obviously, when you think about it, you know, against hotel rooms at like 1,000, 2,000 baht a night, obviously a long-term rental works out cheaper. But mine is a fraction of that still, because it's in Isan. It's like in the middle of nowhere. And they can't charge a lot because they ain't got the customers. If they put the prices up, they'd be empty. So they keep the prices low, so they keep full, or, you know, as full as they can be. I mean, my rent is 1,500 baht. You know, that's near enough the same as what I pay for a single night in Bangkok. So, you know, this week, I mean, I shouldn't have stayed. I should have basically gone back on the same bloody train. Well, not the same train, but, you know, come down on the Monday. I got all my stuff done by the afternoon, gone back to the train station and gone back. But because I left my motorbike with a repair shop, and I said, look, take your time, and I'll be gone like 3, 4, 5 days, you know. Like, you can work on it at your leisure. If I like return like the next day, it's like, oh, you said you was going to be away for like 3, 4 days. Then I'll be stuck without my motorbike. Which obviously I don't know, I can use taxis, which would still work out cheaper, but you know, yeah. So frustrating. But I'm going to get the train back today. I'm going to get it back today, because then they've had a week to work on the motorbike, so that should all be done and dusted. I'll use the night train tonight, so I'll get back to Si-Keo like way too early in the morning. So I mean, you know, if I arrive like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, I mean 6 won't be too bad. There'll be taxis around by 6, but like 4, 5 in the morning, there ain't going to be any taxis to get me back to my place. In fact, actually, the motorbike people have got my key, so I can't even get in my room. Didn't think about that. Oh, what a nightmare. Anyway, the stresses of losing your passport. Keep your passport safe, or remember where your safe place is.